If you ever struggle with getting stuff done, so you struggle with motivation, you find sometimes you end up being a lot lazier than you would prefer, and you don't know why it is. There could be three potential reasons, whether it becomes energy blockages or mental blockages, that could be stopping you from achieving the things you want to achieve in life. And that's why in this video, I want to break down the three things for you so that you can identify what may be stopping you. And from identifying it, then knowing how to shift it so that you can actually achieve your manifestation. So we're going to dive deep into it in this video. But before we get into it, show reel. Hit it. What's up guys, Namaste, Namo Himalaya. This is Sri Akarshana here, and in this video I'm going to break down for you three potential blockages that may be stopping you from getting stuff done. And the first one, we're going to dive straight into it, is to do with mental. What does that mean? It means our mindset, it means our mental blockage. So it could be a case that you have some limiting beliefs. And if you have some limiting beliefs, then it will create this fear to take action, this fear for this breakthrough. And it's very important to understand that the manifestations we want in life is always outside of our comfort zone, which makes it extra difficult, right? Why? Well, think about it like this. We get the results, and we will continue to get the same results if we do the same actions. Now, the moment we need to do some actions we've never done before, will there be an element of fear? Of course, it's inevitable. It's because we're diving into the unknown. We're going into doing something we've never done before. Of course it's going to be fear there. But it's very important to reframe the mind, to understand that uncomfortable is good. To understand that if you feel challenged, if you feel pressure, it's good. Even diamonds are created through pressure, right? So if you come to that understanding, when you feel challenged, when you feel fear, you act in spite of fear. You do it anyway. Look at the fear from a complete different perspective. Don't look at it and say, oh, this sounds off, or this feels off. I don't know what's going on. I don't think I can do this. Instead, say, hey, wait there a second. I feel this fear because I've never been there before. Hey, wait there a second. If I go somewhere I've never been before, guess what? I'm going to get a different result. So once we reframe the mind to strengthen that belief system, you can do it through other things too. You can find yourself a supporting network, a supporting tribe. That's why I always recommend everybody to join our Discord channel. It's the link inside the description. You'll be able to see it. Okay? When you join that Discord channel, what happens? You're in amongst 30,000 people who are go-getters moving towards their manifestation. So we always say your tribe is your vibe, so you can change your tribe. That's one thing you can do. Another thing you can do is to dig down into the root of where that negative or limiting belief came from. And most likely it came from childhood belief. And once you go back in your visualization of where it came from, and you ask yourself from your now perspective, is what you heard actually true? And you'll realize that it's not. It's just a matter of opinion. There's a saying that says, don't allow other people's perception of you to become your reality. Don't allow other people's belief to become your belief. So it's very important to understand that you can manifest anything you want in life. Don't allow other people to tell you you cannot do it just because they cannot do it. That's a limiting belief. You have no limiters. Why? Because you are one with the universe. The second thing that I see a lot of people struggle with is actually to do with the physical. And what do I mean physical? I'm not talking about the body. I'm talking about what are your physical skills? What are your physical talents? How do you physically equip yourself with the right tools and the right knowledge? Because if you think of it like this, a lot of the time people don't end up doing the things they need to do. Why? Because they are unsure that these steps will actually take them towards their desired goal or dream or manifestation. So I always say to people, it's very important to find yourself a mentor. And that mentor needs to be somebody who's been there already. They've achieved what you want to achieve. And ask them, what are the steps? What are the action steps that I need to take to make this happen? And so once you start asking the questions, we say with questions comes answers. You ask how it happens, then you get the steps. And what do? You follow the steps. But guess what? Because now there is a saying that says, seeing is believing. When you know that somebody else has achieved it and they've used the exact steps, will you be more inclined and more comfortable and more confident in taking those steps? You would, right? The reason why some people don't end up doing what they know they need to do is because maybe they are not quite sure that that will exactly lead them to their manifestation. And the third and final point is to do with spiritually. Right? Sometimes spiritually we have some blockages, whether that be related to past life karma or whether that be related to our chakra system, our energy inflow. For example, sometimes people know they need to voice something, but maybe throat chakra is a little bit blocked. For sometimes people, heart chakra is a little bit blocked. That's why relationships and love is not manifesting for them. Sometimes, right? It could be when it comes to motivation and you're lacking that motivation, it could be there's stuck energies here in the core, right? Which is your lower 3 energy centers, right? Which is your lower 3 chakras. And when that happens, because the motivation, your desire comes from there, and there's a blockage, sometimes it's almost like you have one foot on the accelerator and one foot on the brake. Every time you start, you stop, you start, you stop, you start, you stop, and you find it extremely difficult to get momentum. And if that is you, I highly recommend you do the full chakra healing meditation and do that over 21 days. What I'm going to do, I'm going to ask the team to link that video on the card here so you can actually click this and come back to this and click this afterwards, and so that you can do that meditation. Practice over the 21 days and feel your energies free up, right? But I don't want anybody just to be blaming on energy blockages. Because understand, when it comes to blockages moving forward, it's always down to these 3 things: the mental, the physical, and the spiritual. If your mental is strong enough, spiritual can also not stop you. If your physical and mental are strong enough, spiritual will not stop you, right? Obviously, if all 3 are aligned, then you are unstoppable. So I highly recommend you practice to build yourself on all 3 aspects. Okay? If this video has been of any use to you whatsoever, right, or it makes sense to you, or you can relate to what I've been saying, please do hit the thumbs up, hit the like button, allow this message to get out to more people who need this motivation right now. And also, comment below, let us know where you guys have tuned in from. That's always nice to know. And finally, if you're new to this channel and you haven't already, remember to hit that subscribe button and the notifications button next to it. That's a little bell sign, by the way, because this year we're dedicated to making daily videos to hold you accountable to make it your best year yet. But for now, guys, we're signing out. Namaste. Namo Himalaya. Aside from that, I'd like to give everybody a gift here. It's probably the biggest gift I could give you. We have a 5-day manifestation challenge that's happening very soon. So it's free for everybody to join. If you'd like to join it, just click on the link, the first link inside the description, and you'll be able to join that free challenge where you'll learn how to reprogram that subconscious mind, set your intentions powerfully, do the scripting and visualization, a powerful meditation for manifestation to make it happen. So if you're interested in all that type of stuff, make sure to click on the first link inside the description and get your space now. I'd like to remind you that there are only 1,000 spaces available because Zoom call only allows for 1,000 spaces, so make sure to click on that link and do that now. There is an option, because sometimes some people get confused with it, there is an option to upgrade onto the Plus package to be able to get the manifestation journal too. If you do want to do that, I believe it's only $20 to $40 or something like that, and you can do that too. But it's up to you. Regardless, whatever you do, make sure to enroll onto the free program first. It's 5 days of manifestation. Other than that, I'll see you guys on the calls. Namaste. Namo Himalaya.